intro feeling extra relevant today. Hello YouTube, my name is Celeste, aka Celeste Schoolgirl, and today I want to talk about music artists. People usually love the GOATs like Beyonce, Kanye West, Michael Jackson. But for me, if you've literally watched any of my videos, you know I have a particular obsession with the TikTok lady. You see, it all started one fateful day, when Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach just released, and I stumbled upon a Roxy edit to the song Backstabber. And obviously I immediately recognized Peak. But usually when you find a new song, you get a little scared to check out the rest of their catalog, because what if it isn't good? Well, I eventually scoped out her debut album Animal, and it's one of the best things I've heard in my 16 years of living. And although my memory is a blur, eventually her unreleased music started popping up in my feed, and when I tell you my mind was blown, I listened to all her other albums, obvious, but I was infatuated. But I wanted to share this info with you for one special reason. The original reason I made this channel was because I wanted to be a music artist. I had no money though. I started this channel in the hopes of getting some to afford studio time. Now obviously I've lowered my expectations since I'm still a broke hoe, but we moved. But Kesha was my whole reason for doing so in the first place. And for that reason, today is going to be a very special video. So, game plan is, Kesha has 6 studio albums: Animal, Warrior, Rainbow, High Road, Gag Order, and Period. Stream all of those, by the way. No. But this is part 1, so we're only doing the first 3. And of course I know a lot of you might not know what these albums are really about, so this is my chance to give them a definition my way. So let's start. Animal. Animal is Kesha with the Dollar Sign's legendary debut album filled with party pop anthems that you would hear on Just Dance in 2011 when you were 6. Featuring the debut hit song TikTok, the follow-up Blah Blah Blah, Take It Off, and Your Love Is My Drug, an EP being released after with the hits We Are, and Blow, but I'm not counting Cannibal as an album redesign. Warrior. Warrior is Kesha's second studio album where she speaks about being rebellious, reckless, and rowdy. The hits on this album were noticeably lower than her last, the only hit being Die Young, followed up by the singles Crazy Kids and Come On. It's noted that in 2014, 2 years after the release of Warrior, she had a huge collaboration with Pitbull called Timber, and it is also the year that she had the courage to come out and share her story along with suing her producer for assault and abuse. Rainbow. Rainbow was Kesha's third studio album after a long break between 2014 and 2017. It details about her survival of abuse with singles like Praying and moving on from the past with singles like Learn to Let Go. It shows the world how much her artistry has grown and sheds her party girl facade, but even though she's changing for the better, she's here to remind you that it's not the end, it's only the beginning. Let's get into the video, y'all. Now, if you don't know this about me, my favorite era of Kesha's and album of all time is Animal plus Cannibal. What I admire in pop music is catchiness and someone that knows how to find the melody. It's her most successful album to date, and I can see why. What the aesthetic was Party Girl. When I was younger, I confused it with Mean Girl, but it's not the same thing. Although all of it is what I would just call teenage girlism. It's the embodiment of Mean Girls, high school drama, hitting it off with boys, being called a whore for wearing a tank top, you know, it's gagging. How the fuck do you suck, dude? I feel like even though she was an adult during this time, she represented that extraordinarily well. But yes, the original aesthetic was Party Girl, and I have some ideas for what I want it to be. Think 2010. Alice in Wonderland, but tropical, mushrooms, palm trees, islands, maybe throw in some nuns and here and there. The aesthetic is kind of reminding me of the show Wonder Pets, where everything is kind of photo bashy, if you will. I love that dreamy life thing. Now for the promo shots, the first one she is wearing our first outfit, surrounded by mushrooms and rainbows, forest bullshit, and a waterfall in the back. I don't know where that swing is coming from, but she still looks the fuck good. The second one, I was looking at some photos on Pinterest and was like, I want to draw her having a picnic in the middle of the forest. Similar to like Melanie Martinez's video, Mad Hatter. Definitely going for that vibe, and I love the way that it turned out, like the foliage and everything, but I ended up copping out and not turning her surroundings into a real background, so it just looks like one of these. onto the album cover. I wanted to draw her looking beautiful per usual, but let me give you some insight on the album concept. So basically, Kesha wakes up in a teacup and is obviously confused about her whereabouts. She travels the mushroom forest until she finds these humanoid creatures. She introduces herself as Kesha, obviously, and makes friends with them. They tell her about a legend or myth of some sort about how they got turned into animals by a wicked witch, and the only way they can be turned back is if Kesha touches the sun. So the name of the album will be Touch the Sun. I chose the unreleased song Strange Love as the lead single because I think it matches the vibe of this concept really well. It's very dreamy and light on air. In the advert, you will see that I didn't record it, but I made single covers for the singles. So, and I'm also speaking in a British voice, so here you go.
It's Kesha!
Kesha tells us she's going to Touch the Sun, a new album releasing January 5th, 2010, with hits like Tell Me,
All I wanna hear, tell me that you love me.
More is the Cure,
More is the cure, more is my friend, and I'm gonna get it again and again.
A La Discotheque,
Watching the mirror ceilings and dance all night. Discotheque.
Radio, Radio, Radio,
Steam it up, the window, only thing on is the radio. Give it up.
and the smashing debut Strange Love, breaking the 2010 streaming record. Kesha, Touch the Sun, out in stores soon.
Such a strange love caught me by surprise.
Your heartbeat to the beat of the drums. Oh, what a shame that you came here with.
Alright, next up is Warrior. Now I went back and re-listened to Warrior because personally in the past it had always been like my least favorite album, but I think that even though Animal is my favorite, I can definitely appreciate Warrior's like redonkulous nature. I didn't record the outfits I made for this one, so here's the photo. Now for the concept of this one, I was looking at her unreleased music with rappers such as Lays and Royal, 3 6 Mafia and Sticky Mickey, and it got me thinking about those songs where it'd be like really gangsta with Ja Rule as the main rapper, and then they'd have like Mariah Carey up in that bitch singing her ass off. So basically I wanted to take advantage of this, but for something like Kesha. So she'd be like the white girl who could rap, and she would be impressing all these other male rappers as they trip over each other to get a chance with her. And I remember the collabs, like the remix ones, like TikTok feat Pitbull, Get Sleazy feat Andre 3000 and Lil Wayne, etc. And even Die Young with Juicy J and Becky G. So in honor of that, this album will be titled Mistress because she's rap's mistress. I drew her in her big years, so she's getting all the promo like for Coca-Cola, performing during Super Bowls, like yes. I wanted to draw her with her snappy blonde hair like up in a ponytail like in Timber, and with her split dyed rainbow hair as well. For the album cover itself, I just drew her in one of them ancient princess outfits because it was Diva, and yes, I made her CD cover her promo deal. Now what? Oh, and here it is. Oh, and the lead single is Woohoo, by the way, because fuck Big Time Rush.
They see me rolling.
After her successful debut, Touch the Sun, Kesha spins a block with a few new rappers, releasing hot new singles going top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100, hot media crowning her rap's mistress, prompting the sophomore album title, Mistress, with hits like Not My Daddy, Leave It Alone, Want You Bad,
Crazy things you do. Guess tonight's the night for me to play the fool.
Sticky Mickey,
Mickey, why you get me stuck in sticky situations?
and Woohoo, coming to stores November 30th, 2012, Kesha, Mistress.
The best is yet to
I'm over here stroking my.
Next up is Rainbow, and for this one I wanted to be very careful about what I changed so that the whole meaning of the album wouldn't be different. I'll reveal it early, but Kesha said that the reason why the album was named Rainbow was because that was what came after the storm, and I thought that that was beautiful. And so I decided to name it after the storm because it goes hard. I mean, one thing I will not be respectful about is those fashion choices, because... But from her music video, Learn to Let Go, yes, I would listen to all the albums before I get started, she had this outfit on that was kind of giving like this showman 80s disco type stuff, so I made those outfits for her to wear during promo shoots. I chose the lead single Cocky because it's catchy and it has a good message about not giving a fuck. I also tried to make her a drawing for the CD, like one of her like leaning over the piano keys, but I kept flopping, so I ended up making the CD like kind of white and like every time you tilt it, it turns rainbow. That's what I was trying to give. Also, I dropped the British voice this time, so you're welcome.
After falling out of the spotlight and onto hard times, Kesha comes back with hard-hitting ballads and powerful vocals in her newest album, After the Storm, with singles such as Child of the Moon,
I'm a child of the moon.
She,
Who is she? Oh, who isn't she?
and Cocky. Kesha, After the Storm, August 11, 2017.
You've reached the end, Bookies! This video is gonna be like my favorite, I'm gonna be real. Kesha, I just want to let you know that if you have 0 fans, that means I am deceased. Shout out to all the animals watching this video. I love y'all, and I don't think I ever told y'all that on August 3rd, I actually got to see my idol.
We get it for free. No VIP sleeves. Drink the Kool-Aid, follow my lead. Now you're one of us. You're coming with me.
Bet y'all didn't know that. And she follows my Stan account. Oh, you bitches are nothing. But that's all. Stream shots on the hood of my car and butterscotch. Bye-bye.
Hey! You can go pre-order my record.